Okay, so I decided, while I'm at this lake here, and they're all sailing and everything, because I'm done, I thought I'd give an update on what has happened with this MG midget since I made the last video of the restoration part, which was a long time ago. So, I have been exclusively daily driving this car, because I got my license last week I got my license. So I've been exclusively daily driving this car for the past 4 days, because I was going to exclusively daily drive it through the entire time, but I only 4 days because I had to order new lug studs, and I had to mount new tires, which took forever. But the first thing we're going to talk about is the tires. Or are the tires? Yeah. So these I got from a junkyard. They were $20 a piece, and I mounted them myself. They are P175 70R13, which I'm using as a replacement for the 145 SR13s that it had when I got it, which were actually from the 70s. I drove it around a little bit on those tires, but it was unbearable. Anything over 20, it shook like, you ever experienced death wobble? That's what it shook like. I put in, actually, I'll open the hood to show that, but I put a bit of new brake switch. And, okay, so the other day, I was taking this thing, I think it was the day before yesterday. I took this thing 60 miles an hour on the highway. I got up to 63, which was terrifying. But after doing that, on the drive home, my SU fuel pump died. So there's an SU fuel pump here. This is the one that came out of it, and it's run off of points. I don't know why they did that, but I replaced it with an aftermarket fuel pump I got from AutoZone, and I used a fuel, pressure regulator or reducer to reduce the fuel pressure because it blew out the needles in the SU carburetors if I didn't. Speaking of the SU carburetors, let's take a look under the hood. Oh, before we look under the hood, let's take a look inside. I put these seat belts in it, the bottom seat belts. It had the shoulder portions, but I had to put in the latches. So this one's from an AMC Gremlin, and this one's from some GM car. They match, but let's open the hood. We do by this B. And with the hood open, with the hood popped, at least we can get in. So, new fuel filter. This is a Storm Car fuel pressure regulator, which I have set to a little less than 1, because anything more than that, it will blow out the needles. It's not PSI, it is intensity, I think it is, on the pressure. But that's what I've done to the car for that. Oh, and I did a lot of work to the car too, so if you can see, I probably see it from the other side. Down here we have a new water pump. We have new engine mounts, left and right. I didn't do the transmission mount because I didn't feel that I had to. Wow, that's cool on there. Did a coolant flush. Oh, brake switch, yeah, I was going to talk about that. New brake switch, because the old one was garbage. New fuse box. That was a necessity. The fuse box in this thing was total garbage. But, yeah, I drove this thing. Probably hit like 50 miles an hour coming here. The temperature stayed right there, right before the N, which is exactly what I wanted. It's perfect. There's an MG midget, and there are people canoeing.